Alright, we've got Nativ versus Enten, game number 2. I'm gonna just go ahead and assume this is Nativ's fix, or Nativ's map pick, because they kinda like this map from what I've noticed, playing scrims and the tournament with them. Something else I kinda noticed during that game is it looked like Nativ, oh, it looks like we might have a DC. So actually one thing real quick, I'm going to see what players are running what cards. So we've got a double sniper, we got a pulse cannon, we have a looks like ion grenade, we've got a cycler, and a pulse. It looks like they're all pretty much running jetpack except for evil. On the Nativ side we've got a pulse, we've got a cycler, I think another cycler, no, he's actually using pulse, and another pulse. So pulse cannons all around. Yeah, it looks like we had a DC. I don't know if they're gonna restart this match or just play it out. But it looks like Enten's got the first cap. Nativ is kind of spread out everywhere. They're actually gonna switch over to an Enten player right now who's got top side covered. Looking for picks. Unfortunately, nobody's over there. They've all spawned on the other side. And let's go back here to free cam. Nativ's gonna easily claim this pod because nobody's actually defending the pod. Looks like they're all kind of spread out everywhere right now. Chili's fighting 2 or 3 players here. Almost by himself since Ice hadn't gotten quite there yet. But we've got Nativ kind of funneling back out here towards the middle of the map. We've got Enten actually spawning up top. Let's actually switch to Evil's point of view here since it looks like he's running double sniper and everybody likes to see sniper action. A nice shot on Nerver there, and then gets quickly taken out by Felvine jumping up at him. Looks like Nativ are going to claim pod number 1, even though they had a player join late. But let's see where this next pod drops. We've got Nativ basically covering half the map and Enten on the other, and it's going to spawn right up top. Nativ's actually a little bit closer, so Felvine's going to hop up and claim that pod pretty quickly. A lot of the Nativ players are actually getting taken out here in the middle. VQS Octavia is going to run away. We've got Rotten over here fighting against Felvine and Sedukes near the pod, but he's probably going to get taken out in that 2v1. We had Chili trying to move up, sneak up there on the pod, but he gets taken out. Something I wish Spectator had that it doesn't seem to have is to see what trait cards people are running. It doesn't look like there's any way to see that. Because I'd be curious, you know, who's running Scout or who's running like Bounty Hunter or anything, or if somebody's running like Berserker. But Enten's going to get a clear here. They're going to melee and clear the pod. Nativ, let's see where they're spawning. Looks like Oakley got taken out there. He was the last player in the back area. But we've still got Octavia over here. Let's switch to his point of view real quick. Well, I'm not quite sure where his teammates are. Looks like they spawned in the cave side. So he's going for the jump pulse. Along with Scroop. They both missed those jump pulses. But Octavia's got a chance here. Because nobody's really paying attention to him. Although Evil kind of just turns around and takes him out pretty quickly with a T21B. That's actually kind of odd. I've never seen anybody run a T21B in like competitive game, I don't think. It's kind of interesting. But it looks like Nativ's probably going to get a claim here. Enten are kind of pushed back behind the pod so they can't really cover for a shield cap. But there's kind of a stalemate here right now. So Duke's trying to stay alive. Felvine trying to come in and get that cycler kill, and oh, they managed to clear both those players out. It wasn't really looking good for him either. But Felvine kind of walks out and runs into 2 Enten players. Still got one there, but Sedukes is going to peek him with the pulse cannon. Pretty common tactic on PC is just that pulse peeking around corners to take people out. Same with a shotgun. It happens so often in this match, which is why defense is so much easier to do than offense. But we've got all the Enten players here up top. Let's actually switch to Scroop's point of view. Fighting Sedukes here, although Sedukes takes him out. And I was about to switch to Sedukes, but then he gets taken out. We've got Chili and Ice here, trying to push on 4 Nativ players. They take out 1, take out 2. They're going to take out that 3rd maybe, but, you know, the pod was already done. So, it's unfortunate. But we've got Nativ here quickly claiming the next 3rd pod already. Looks like they're kind of spread out around the map, but they do have 3 defenders here. Something that I haven't really mentioned much that I see very often when I watch PS4 players play is they really do a lot of partner spawning and stuff, and I actually haven't seen too much of it. Either I'm just not paying attention or it hasn't happened very often. I mean, I know 5v5 is a little more hectic and one player is going to get stuck without a partner, but like, so there was one partner spawn right there. Quickly getting a Enten player back on the pod quickly. It's like when your partner's dead, you really gotta back off, let your partner spawn on you, so you can help cover that pod. He's actually kind of pushing Felvine, even though he really probably should be staying more towards the pod, or staying back so his partner can spawn on top of him. So Nativ's actually gonna claim this. They actually dropped an orbital, but there wasn't anybody there anyway. And they're gonna get set up here. So there was a partner spawn right there. So we got at least 4 Nativ players here, set up to defend. Scroop's actually trying to push in a little bit there next to the pod. Chili's flanking a little bit. We got Rotten. There's a nice N10 partner spawn. Ice spawned on Chili there. And they're gonna have to push in soon. They've only got 2 players left, but nope, they waited too long, unfortunately. They were doing a really good job pushing there, but nobody decided to run in like a hero and claim that pod. Luckily, the next pod actually spawns right next to them though, so hopefully they can get set up here quickly and get a good clean pod camp. So Chili's set up here. We're going to switch to Evil, who's leading the charge, defending against the Nativ players, all of them pushing up on the side top area here. Looks like he's out of focus fire, or it just doesn't show how much he's got left. Now that I remember, this is the one with the T21B, which is interesting. Oh, he actually switched to a shotgun there. And he's just sniping people with this shotgun. Long range. I guess he does have a focus fire and it just doesn't show me. It actually just says he picked up a charge, which is kind of weird. Takes out Okwi. He's just taking out Nativ players left by right. Hopefully he's still got more focus fire or he's going to have a hard time stopping them from pushing him here. One's going to jump up above him, shotguns him out of the air. It was a really solid defense there by Evil and the Enten team.
Another pod has touched
Looks like the next pod's actually going to spawn right in the middle where Nativ is set up. Hopefully they can get a strong defense here. Although Enten's already jumping in, 2 players jumping in right on top of the pod. Unfortunately, there's 3 Nativ players there ready to greet them. Actually 4. Felvine's pushed up on the, I'm not actually sure what to call it. Just scrap metal up there. There's an Enten player actually under him. It doesn't look like he's noticed yet, although Okwi is fighting with him, but Felvine actually hasn't dropped down to help kill that player. Now he's just going to kind of shoot him in the back. Although he actually gets taken out there by Rotten, who's going to claim this pod. It's a solid push by Enten there. I'm not sure. But looks like Nativ are going to actually reclaim this pod. And Enten have the top side and mid covered. Trying to push up here. It's kind of hard to push with these people just peeking you from around covers. It looks like pretty much all of them over there are running E3s, which is kind of hard to push against. But it looks like Chili is probably actually going to sneak around and claim this pod maybe, unless he gets sniped. Nope, he's going to claim it. He's going to buy his team time. So he's got 3 teammates up here on top. You see, going in one by one like that, you're just going to get sniped out of the air. And they're running a lot of pulse cannons. It looks like they're actually spawning behind them. Let's switch to Chili here, who's jumping in against 3 players. So we're actually switching over to Felvine real quick, who's defending this tunnel. Here comes the shield cap. Can they get the melee? I think... Oh, they almost missed that melee. Enten almost managed to pull that pod off. Actually switch to Evil, who's right here, as he's our resident shotgunner. Looks like the pod spawned on bottom side. I'm just going to call it bottom side since the other side's top side. We got Felvine on the pod, although he's got 4 Enten players pushing him. He drops a thermal, which actually takes out Evil there, since he was already going to get taken out. He just kind of dropped that on top of himself, and I think he might have gotten a couple kills with it. But it looks like Nativ are actually just pushing in. They're going to take out this lone Enten player by himself, and they're going to claim this pod. Rotten jumps in by himself. He had about half health, but luckily he regen there for a second. But quickly gets taken out. Nativ spawned in the cave and quickly rejoined their teammates. Looks like Evil's flanking. The rest of Enten are kind of pushed up in the middle, although there's one player way in the back, top side. Did Evil get taken out? No, he actually didn't get taken out there, so I think this might be it. Well, somebody can get a nice shield cap here. It looked like an accidental shield pop right there. And yep, that's gonna be it. GG's from both sides. Nativ's gonna take it.